Yeah, so I find it so funny. It makes me want to buy a Tesla,
Yeah, right.
faster. So all the protests, and I just like want to walk in and be like, I would like to buy a Model S, please, or realistically a Model 3. But
I still find it
Yeah.
funny how many Teslas there are in Alaska.
there's so many in Alaska.
And then not to mention, there are so many Cybertrucks too.
Surprisingly, there are a lot of Cybertrucks.
There's like one that's like kitted out with like marine surplus.
Yeah,
You would
Yeah,
think
that's
like
weird.
owning like an electric vehicle in Alaska would be like a detriment, especially in the winter where like the batteries like die a lot faster.
yeah.
Even
'cause
like,
batteries don't like the cold.
There's not even I don't think there's one EV charging station like in Anchorage alone. Or even
Oh, in
anywhere.
Anchorage, I don't know. I know there's one in literally right where we are. There's
Where
a
is that?
Tesla supercharger.
Where?
Three Bears.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let's see
Yeah.
where was it like what are they called? Supercharge stations?
Well, that one's specifically for Tesla superchargers, but I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
I know there are regular EV charging stations, but like
No,
Tes-
I know, but I think there's a law or some kind of standard coming out where people who don't have Teslas can start using the Tesla chargers with like an adapter and some different protocols now. I don't know.
yeah, having like a restriction just based on like the brand of your vehicle is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing theoretically.
Apple.
Hey, come on! They did the switch finally to was it
Yeah, because
Type-C?
they were held at gunpoint
Yeah.
and be like, switch.
Literally, they were.
That's just funny. But yeah, no, I hate proprietary things. As much as I do like Teslas, and I'm not saying that just because I'm like, oh, I want to defend Elon. No, like even before all this, like I wanted a Tesla so bad, and I still do, because I know they're not the most well-built vehicles at all, and I'm not one of those nuts of like, oh, we gotta save the environment by polluting it, and because mining for the lithium ions is really bad, and
Or
also
even
most of our electricity is made by coal.
Or even the
But-
fact that like most Teslas like and like their batteries, you can't like deconstruct them, so they're just sitting in lots, like just collecting dust.
Wait, they can't what?
It's something like a component in their engine, like they can't like break it down and reuse it. It's like a one-time use thing, but they can't really destroy it in a certain way. So like it's just collecting up space in like junkyards.
It can't be the batteries. I'm pretty sure batteries are infinitely recyclable.
No. It was a certain component. Like when it gets like totaled or something, it can't like reuse.
I have no idea of that, but that's interesting.
I forget which part it was, because I know my dad told me about it because he was talking with one of his because my dad does landscaping and he talks with a lot of the owners of like the properties, and one of them owns a junkyard, and he was talking about like the whole like back left corner or back right corner is just filled with these like Tesla like materials that they can't really like destroy or whatnot.
Interesting. I did not know this.
Yeah,
No.
he told me this like almost like 2 years ago or something. So this was like
Okay.
pretty early, like not early on, but like before like the hype of Tesla really took off.
Well, no, actually, I mean, Tesla, 2 years ago was probably its peak.
Yeah, but that's from what I can remember at least. It was something. It was something to that effect. I don't know if that's true or not, but Teslas are whack, to be honest.
Do you know?
I love me my Teslas.
I was
They're
gonna
funny
say
with the. Their only fun thing is their sensor mode cameras.
Oh, for the TV show. Even
channel.
then the Wham Bam. Even then, Teslas they're not the best in terms of like smarts. or whatever, like in terms of like safety stuff, like their full self-driving
Well, my thing
is
is
actually bad.
as the only person of the group who's actually been in a Cybertruck.
Well, yeah, that's Cybertruck.
So they're very minimalist.
I know. I've been in Teslas before.
Which I hate how minimalist it is.
I do too. I hate the minimalism. Actually, I don't know, because I don't think y'all actually know a whole lot about Teslas, but the old Model S's before the redesign, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm gonna say, if you look up a Model S from like anything before 2020, I want to say before the redesign, or when did the redesign happen? I don't even know why I'm asking y'all. I think it was before 2020. I think that was peak Tesla design for the Model S, because they had a vertical screen and they actually had, well, I don't know about buttons. I'm trying to remember it right now because I'm all doped up, but I don't know. It actually looked nice. It looked luxury. And then now if you look at a modern Model S, it looks like a Model 3 or looks like a Model Y. There's no distinguishing factors. They're all horizontal screens. It's so stupid.
I like the old videos of like people like having like so it was an old Vine where you get into your Uber's vehicle and they're like, hey, where do you need to go? I need to go to the airport. So like, you know how ridiculously large those screens are in like Teslas. Yeah. So they put like a small like flat screen in like the middle of their car and used it, like pretty much said that was the their thing. And they had it on full blast, like turn left in 100 feet or whatever. That's all I could think about. Yeah. Is just having a big ass flat screen, like where your inner console is, just like stretched across like the middle. Like that's your screen.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I have these images I'm going to share with y'all. So this is the old Model S. Like it actually, in my opinion, it was the peak design. It looked really nice. It had that vertical screen. It was huge.
That screen's still too big.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm not saying it's good for the size, but like everything, even like the dash area, like it actually looks pretty
dash
good.
Size is really good too.
Yeah, and then if you look at, let's say, even a 2020, I think 20, yeah, look at this shit. And then this is the new Model S. Sorry, I'm trying to find an actual good photo to show y'all. That's not just like I don't know, I'll just use this one. And then look at this. This is 2022. It might have changed in 2021, but I think
that's the most ugliest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they redesigned it.
That's the same. That's the same layout for Cybertrucks. The exact same layout.
Yeah. They have the yoke, and they have that just big ass horizontal screen, and it looks like stupid.
The wheel, the steering wheel is like what's throwing me off.
Yeah, it's called a yoke.
Ugh.
Yeah. But yeah, just go back and forth from these photos. And if I'm editing this, hopefully Future Ivan remembers to just throw these pictures on screen, but just like look at that. Like it went from the first one that I sent y'all to the second, and I'm just like, where'd the life go?
It never had life to begin with, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there is something nice about the minimalism thing, but sometimes you can go too far.
I think you're giving them way too much credit, Evan.
Yeah. I just think they're neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
I do still want a Tesla.